A man you're seeing more and more in the movies and big-time roles, including The Hobbit. He's one of the dwarfs in The Great Pursuit. But Richard now stars as a lead in his own movie. It's called Into the Storm. It is now officially out. I highly recommend it. And I'm glad to see, Richard, you didn't blow away in the making of it.
Very nearly.
Well, one thing about this thriller is that not only the special effects are amazing, but more importantly, you really like the storyline behind it, the characters.
There was a lot of wind. Yeah, there was a sort of 100-mile-an-hour wind machine and rain. And the thing about
oh my gosh,
the thing about putting wind on film is that you can't really see wind until you start throwing things into it. So the debris that went through the wind machine would be, you know, anything from twigs to little pieces of paper and sort of fake bricks, and occasionally something real would get caught up in there, and you'd get hit in the face with a real piece of concrete or something. But it was, I really felt like the character it was experiencing, you know, was right there in the middle of it.
Well, I know you've been part of these big special effects movies, from The Hobbit now, Into the Storm. How do you act or bring realization into your acting when you're in front of a green screen?
Well, you rely a lot on visual imagery, so they'll do a painting or a computer game version of it called a previs, which Steve Quayle was brilliant at describing and showing us what we were looking at. But actually, because there was so much happening in the very close vicinity of where we were, there wasn't a great deal of imagining to happen. It was all about just surviving the wind machine.
Well, the wind machine sounds so intense, but what enthralled you personally with the story?
I just loved the idea of a single day where very ordinary people are changed by what's happened to them. And certainly with Gary, he becomes a hero in the course of a day. And there's a really strong human element in the story, which we were able to develop as actors and characters and input into that, so that it hopefully our audience will watch and care about these characters who are going through this extreme circumstance. And because without that, it is just destruction on screen, and it's thrilling, but you don't connect to it. So that was part of the script that I really cherished.
Well, one of the cool things about talking to you today is that you're actually coming to us from across the pond in London. What had you there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on stage at the moment. I'm doing the Crucible. You know, possibly Arthur Miller's greatest play. So it's a real privilege to be doing that.
Well, you certainly are a busy man, and I have to ask, given your tremendous success, particularly what we've seen in the last couple of years, what advice would you give to the rest of us that you've learned on your journey?
I think I've learned the art of Zen, of being able to be still and silent while all hell is breaking loose around me, and that's definitely serving me well this year when I'm standing on the London Underground with a heat wave happening outside.
Well, we appreciate you bringing the Zen and that patience into your roles and bringing them to life so well. Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations.
Great, thanks, Conn. Nice to talk to you.